Alright, let's get right back to it.
Well now.
Looks like we reached the intermission segment, which means it's time for our Guess the Victim quiz. A victim quiz, not a culprit quiz? The only victims are the people who are still watching this drawn-out, boring crap. Why are you being such a downer all of a sudden?
It's okay.
It is okay. I am sure everyone is happy. How do you know? They could be skipping this entire conversation for all you know. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. I'm the real victim here. Me! Why are you getting upset? If anything, I'm the real victim. I gotta put up with this nonsense all the time.
Absolutely.
That's the right answer, Monodam. Why? He hasn't said anything.
Hey.
Exactly, cause there are no victims. Yep, even if you're killed in this killing game, you're a winner. Cause then everyone mourns you and you get tons of posthumous popularity.
Daddy.
Oh, Daddy, you don't need to reveal these kind of behind-the-scenes details.
All right.
Dying makes you more popular, then we gotta die soon too.
I think Monodam might ensure that. Oh. Alright, let's get back to where we were. I believe we were accusing Himiko of killing Tenko, but I don't think that's what happened at all.
This is my impression of a spooky, scary ghost.
Please, Monotaro.
Ah! I'm fine with real ghosts, but impressions of them are too scary.
Logic does not compute.
It does not, Monodam.
Did you hear something? No, I didn't hear anything.
Threshold of an amazing adventure showtime.
You know what else is scary? Sweet buns. Yep, tasty, tasty sweet buns. So round, so sweet, so delicious. That doesn't sound scary at all.
I'm scared too. Scared of losing my friends.
That remains of a
Huh?
once powerful
Did you hear something?
Oh, now they're ignoring Monodam.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Monodam's not gonna be happy.
amazing adventure showtime.
Himiko.
Answer us, Himiko. You chose the middle room to lure us into your trap, did you not?
I'm still suspicious of Kyo, to be honest.
Then you used that trap to kill Tenko, yes?
Well, Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat?
Wait, must be some mistake. No way Himiko is culprit.
Then she needs to defend herself. Otherwise, this debate is deadlocked.
I don't care if you gotta use magic to do it, but say something already.
Are you even listening?
No, I'm not listening.
What?
I don't care anymore. I'm too tired. Angie died. Tenko died. Why did I have to survive? And now, you're all saying I killed them? I just don't care anymore.
Himiko.
Himiko.
Do whatever. If you want to vote for me, then just go ahead.
The game gets really blah if the suspect isn't into it.
That's not the problem.
Damn it. Don't tell me you've given up.
Himiko, don't give up.
Don't you understand? My life is riding on the outcome of this trial!
We know, Mew.
Just shut up. I told you, I'm too tired. It's all just a big pain. I can't put up with it anymore.
What are you talking about? If you give up here...
You needn't worry. Himiko was the one who chose that room. Therefore, she is unmistakably the culprit.
Yeah, I'm really suspicious of Kyo now.
Impossible! Himiko would never kill Tenko!
I don't think she'd do that either. You know, and especially now that I'm looking at it even more, I really do think Kyo is the killer. Because he's the one who set up the magic circle. Perfectly aligned with that floorboard. It has to be. Kyo has to be the killer.
Himiko, not that kind of person. Gota can tell by Himiko's face.
Himiko's a little slow, so
Yeah.
I don't think she's capable of handling a complicated
I also
problem.
agree with Maki. I don't think Himiko's the type... Himiko doesn't seem the kind of person that's even physically possible of killing someone.
I also think Himiko's not the culprit. Somehow.
Either way, we gotta look for more possibilities.
That does seem like rather a pointless quest.
No, it's not. We gotta be strong. Gotta keep thinking. Then we might find new truth. So no give up, Himiko.
Himiko, I know how you feel. I felt the same way after Kaede died. But we can't give up. We survived. We can't give up for the sake of everyone who died. Alright, what do we got? Caged child center in the sands, hole in the corner, bloody Kokichi. Oh, bloody Kokichi!
In that room was Himiko's decision, was it not?
What if someone steered her into picking that room?
Of the 3 empty rooms, why did you select the middle one, Himiko? Because you laid your trap there.
Was Trap only in that room?
Here it is.
Other rooms may be trapped too.
Yup! Oh, Gonta, my boy! Gonta! Yeah, the other rooms were all trapped as well. This is all...
It's just like Gonta said. Each room was the same. They were all trapped.
Yep, and we can actually rely on Kokichi for this, because he went and bashed his head on the floorboard.
Is that true?
You know, every time I say Kokichi bashed his head on the floorboards, it just brings a very nice smile to my face. Like, I'm so happy.
Kokichi will tell you.
Yeah, Kokichi can tell you. You fucking piece of shit!
He was way too careless. Wait, what are you talking about?
When you bashed your head on the floor, dude. I guess there was no crosspiece supporting the floorboard, so I kinda stepped through. What bad luck.
While you were in the room next to the crime scene, you found a loose floorboard, right?
Well, I didn't find it so much as I stepped through it and tripped.
Yeah, then you bashed your head on the floor.
What? Hold on! There was also a loose floorboard in the next room?
Yep.
So the culprit prepared a trap in all 3 empty rooms, not just the middle one.
And who, pray tell, was the one who wanted to use the empty rooms for their seance? Kyo!
If the culprit set traps in all the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
Exactly.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
Well, Kyo?
I see. We were caught in the culprit's trap all along.
Oh, don't act all fucking... He has to be the killer.
Especially you!
But now there's no reason to suspect Himiko, right?
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you?
Keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Please.
Live life facing forward. She said that to you, right? If you give up on living, you'd be betraying her memory.
Yeah.
We're all trying to keep our promises to the dead. This trial, it's not just for our lives. It's for everyone who's died as well. That's why we can't give up. This is our responsibility. We live on.
Right. Yeah, that's right. If I gave up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tenko.
That's right. So let's do our best.
Alright, I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore.
Yeah, Himiko!
I won't give up. I'll fight alongside everyone and survive.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Do not say everyone. After all, the blackened is still among us.
Well, thanks for killing the mood, Kibo.
Jeez, there you go. Killing the mood. But damn, well said, Shuichi. That's what I'd expect for my soul, bro.
Your soul, bro?
Don't worry about it.
Well, anyway, do you think the blackened this time has some sort of superpower?
What are you talking about?
Well, as a self-proclaimed expert of stepping through floorboards,
What?
isn't it weird that no one stepped through that floorboard before the culprit used it?
This is where we're going to introduce the topic that they protected that floorboard. They protected the floorboard.
That is a good point.
It must have been barrier magic.
You know, you're actually not too far off with the magic this time, Himiko.
Well, that's one possibility, but I think it might have been something else.
Why did no one step on the floorboard until it was used for the murder? Ah, that's it. That must be the reason. I can only think that it was the magic circle
This is it!
that Kyo set up.
It's because of the magic circle at the scene of the crime.
Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail, but it may also unleash a curse.
Before we began the seance, we were warned not to step on the circle. The floorboard in question was within the circle. That's why no one stepped on it.
So the magic circle's purpose was to keep us away from the whole trick.
Mm-hmm.
That was part of the culprit's plans too?
Yeah. That's right. If that's the case, then the culprit, yeah, there's no doubt in my mind. They're the one who killed Tenko. Only one person had the opportunity and the motive. Yup, only one person. Kyo!
It has to be you,
You killed Tenko.
Kyo. Was it you?
Whatever are you talking about?
I'm talking about Tenko's murder.
Kyo? Why do you suspect me?
Because you were the one who drew the magic circle.
Exactly.
The circle kept us from discovering the seesaw trick. But that's not all it was for. In order to make the murder succeed, variables like Tenko's position and the placement of the cage needed to be defined.
And he's the only one who could have done that.
And those variables were defined by using the magic circle. In short, the circle itself was the most important tool in this murder. Knowing that, the person who drew the magic circle has to be the culprit.
Well, Kyo,
Answer already! Did you do it?
Oh boy.
What is so funny?
I was just thinking. So this is how each blackened must have felt. What an intriguing experience this is.
What? An intriguing experience?
But if I am the culprit as you claim, then I stomped on the floorboard, yes? So, do tell. How could I have stomped on the floorboard during that darkened seance?
I see. That is problem.
Unless that is made clear, you cannot be certain I am the culprit.
How can you be so calm when you're backed into a corner like this?
I will explain that in due time. Please answer my question first.
The culprit stepped on the exact floorboard, even in the darkness. But how? How did they move around in total darkness? In a room that dark, it's hard to imagine the culprit found the right board. Although even after I put out the candle, I could move along the wall with my hand.
Wait a minute. Maybe...
Did you figure it out?
That's it. The culprit didn't even have to see at all. They used... touch, right?
That's it! The culprit used touch. They didn't see, they felt.
That way they could get around in the dark, like how I got to the candle.
Wasn't Seesaw in middle of room? Gonta doesn't think it was near wall.
So they probably used something besides the wall to move then, right?
Were there any other markers within reach?
Of course, the answer to that is there was nothing of the sort.
No, I'm sure there was something. A landmark they could have used to determine where the floorboard was. It must have been at the scene. I know it. Hangman's Gambit. No. The magic circle. They just used the magic circle. He just felt around the magic circle to find the hole. L and E. L. E. Magic circle, boy!
That's it! The magic circle! They used the magic circle. Remember? The magic circle was drawn with salt. The culprit used the salt's texture to feel their way through the dark.
Yep.
I see. So Kyo traced the magic circle with his hands to get to the loose floorboard.
Oh, I see. You drew the magic circle with salt to use it as a guide.
Exactly.
An interesting thought. It is unfortunate that it is so wrong.
You know, I also forgot to say this too, but man, I can't believe Todd Habercorn voiced 2 killers! What?
Recall the document. What did the magic circle look like?
Based on the document, the magic circle wouldn't reach the corners of the room.
So what?
When the room was darkened, each of us was in a corner of the room, yes? The magic circle didn't reach us, so I could not have followed it, yes?
But you're talking about the magic circle in the document. That doesn't
That's
mean the
right!
circle you drew was
The magic circle he drew wasn't the same! There were lines going out from the corners! Oh god! Oh Kyo!
No, I most definitely drew it exactly the same. I have it perfectly memorized.
No, you didn't, though.
So which is it? Is there any way to check?
Oh, 'cause everyone destroyed it when they
Not
ran
anymore.
to it.
The magic circle is a complete mess from being trampled on.
I see. Another piece of the puzzle. Drawing the circle with salt all but guaranteed it would be temporary. The investigation itself would have gotten rid of the evidence. Clever.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
Kibo?
What a pain. We don't
Let me
have any
guess.
way to check it
Kibo
now.
has a camera function now.
Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention, please?
Yo, tell me that Kibo's gonna bust out a fucking Polaroid of the fucking crime scene.
Well, I I guess there's no point in discussing the magic circle anymore.
Kokichi, please.
Hey, may I have your attention?
Thanks for the flashlight, dude.
I said cut that out! It's too bright!
I apologize. I just wanted everyone to listen to me.
Oh, don't worry, Kibo. What's up, man?
About what?
I had Miu add another function to my body, in addition to the flashlight.
Yeah, a camera.
What the? No way! Did you really? Stop! You can't! I didn't install it for that purpose!
Please, let me use it. With it, I might be able to save everyone.
Fucking... What are you doing, Miu?
Alright, so... what is this function?
It's an image recording function.
Image record, yep. Camera.
Image recording? Specifically, this function allows me to dispense a printout of my own memory.
He's a fucking Polaroid camera! I knew it!
I'll give it a try.
Please, just like have a fucking Polaroid of this shit. I fucking knew it!
From your mouth?
Kibo.
I also used magic like that before.
Somehow I doubt that, Himiko.
This printout is my memory of being kicked out of the seance. Please confirm that the floor of the empty room is clearly visible. Go on, take the picture and see for yourself.
Okay. Got it.
I reluctantly took the paper from Kibo's mouth. Thanks, Kibo. Yup. Yeah. Lines drawn to each corner.
Well, Shuichi, do you notice anything?
Notice anything? Indeed I do. Kyo, what is this?
There! This helped a lot, Kibo. Without you, I never would have seen through Kyo's lie.
Yup.
My lie.
You just said that you drew the magic circle exactly as it appears in the document.
But that's a clear lie, Kyo.
But that's a lie, isn't it? The magic circle at the scene had lines that stretched to the room's corners, which means that you would be able to find the floorboard from anywhere in the room.
So it was different from the document after all.
All because Himiko noticed. And because of Kibo, too.
Hey, where's my things? I'm the one who installed that function into Kibo.
Hey, yeah, what was it you were saying about its purpose?
Yeah, what was its intended purpose? Mew?
Oh, to be honest, the purpose of that image recording function is to monitor my health.
How is it to monitor your health?
Specifically, I make Kibo use that function every day to analyze my turds.
The fuck?
Your what? Why? Shit is a great indicator of intestinal health and gut bacteria quality. Plus, taking a satisfying shit does wonders for a woman's natural beauty, so...
She's just female Nekomaru, but even more vulgar.
See? You're all grossed out! This is why I didn't want to tell you about my plan!
Then why did you tell us?
Quit talking about your poop. No one cares.
Thank you, Himiko.
Kyo, you killed Tenko, didn't you? Just give up and admit it already.
So, Kyo, if you have any objections, you can...
Your deductions are fiction.
Here we go. Rebuttal showdown with Kyo.
Well, since you've given me the option, I will most certainly object. To be honest, it's unimportant, but it may be an amusing diversion.
Unimportant.
Now I shall bear witness to your abilities, Shuichi. Do entertain me.
Let's see. Rebuttal showdown. Truth Blade. Marker stone, iron cage, white sheet, dog
if you're
statue.
going to claim I am the culprit,
Oh, whoops.
then what of the murder weapon? It was set up in the cage. The only people capable of that are Kokichi and Shuichi, who carried the cage. So suspicion should fall on them.
That's not true, though.
True, we could have placed the sickle there, but we could not have removed it later.
Yeah.
Because we weren't the ones who lifted the cage. That was Himiko.
The only person who could have collected the sickle is Himiko. But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift it. I had no opportunity to touch
Yes,
the
you
sickle.
did! With the fucking sheet, you bastard! With the sheet, you son of a bitch!
The only person who could have set up the sickle and retrieved it afterward is Kyo.
Yup.
That was done by covering the cage with a white cloth. You could have secretly placed the sickle when you draped the cloth.
And then lifted it up and thrown it under the floorboards when you were done.
And retrieved it afterward when you removed the cloth. Then, while everyone was distracted, you discreetly dropped the sickle under the floor.
Wonderful! That's exactly correct.
What? What?
It's correct? Then why don't you give up already?
The trick I put so much work into is just wasted effort now. Alas.
So, it was you? You killed Tenko?
Let me guess. You'll never forgive me. Himiko, you must hate me so very much. Maybe you'd feel better if I was executed by Monokuma.
But you're gonna imply that you can't because you didn't kill Angie.
But unfortunately for you, that won't happen. Because if you vote for me, every spotless, including myself, will die.
What you talking about, Kyo?
You, please.
You still don't understand?
This is the trial for Angie's killer, not for Tenko's.
I killed Tenko, that is the truth. But it is meaningless in this class trial.
Meaningless?
You mean Monokuma's extra rule, right?
Yeah, first come, first served. Only the first blackened will be killed.
You see, I killed Tenko, but not Angie. For us, Tenko's death is nothing but a trivial issue. Because the blackened in this trial is the culprit who killed Angie.
Trivial issue? No, that's gotta be a lie. You probably killed Angie too.
That is simply not possible. Recall that I was unable to enter Angie's lab.
Oh, only student council members and Kokichi could enter research lab.
How could I have possibly killed Angie when I couldn't even enter her lab?
We can figure that out. No one else could have done it besides you. If you're the one who killed Tenko, you gotta be the one who killed Angie.
I understand how you feel, Himiko, but maybe we can discuss this rationally and calmly. There is a non-zero possibility that Kyo is telling the truth.
So you understand how she feels. I see. Wait, robots can understand human feelings?
Of course I understand. I worked really hard to understand.
Hey, why are you getting all worked up, Kibo? Chill, dude.
That's enough! It's voting time! I'm gonna vote for him!
Voting for me will only help the one who murdered Angie.
Isn't Kyo culprit?
Of course I'm not. This case was an error on my part. Monokuma added that rule after both bodies were found, yes? How was I to know that the trial would only be for Angie's killer? Had I known, I certainly wouldn't have killed Tenko.
You're lying! You killed Tenko and Angie!
Now hold on. Jumping to conclusions here is dangerous.
We should talk it out more. This case might have juicy plot twists waiting to happen.
Nuts to that! Any way you look at this case, Kyo is obviously the culprit.
Yeah,
There's sort of no other way to look at it.
No, it's too dangerous to vote before we arrive at a logical decision.
The culprit's one of you!
Oh, great.
Wowee! This argument is getting intense!
I am so fucking conflicted right now. I really do think Kyo might be the killer, but... Well, we know he's Tango's killer, but we can't confirm whether or not he's Angie's killer.
Its very own more phenomenal trial ground!
So we gotta go on with this.
Yippee! I've been waiting for this!
Why were you waiting for it?
Kyo confessed to killing Tango, but insists he didn't kill Angie. We won't forgive Kyo for what he did, but we can't vote until we know the facts. I have to pin down the evidence and convince everyone. Yeah. As much as it pains me right now, I have to take Kyo's side. We can't vote yet. Not until we're 100% sure that Kyo killed Angie and Tango. He's admitted to killing Tango. Now I just need to find out if he really is the one who killed Angie. Vote for Korekio. Wow, I'm really in the minority.
Kyo killed Tango and Angie!
Kibo! We don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her!
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
Oh, whoops. That's not it.
The katana was found.
There it is.
Anyone could have entered my lab.
So Kyo did kill Tango, but he's not blackened?
Kokichi! Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
He was planning to use the new rule to protect himself all along.
Kyo! Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
We solved the mystery of Tango's death.
I've got this! Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
Okay.
He forced his way into Angie.
Kyo killed Tango and Angie!
Kibo! We don't
know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her!
Wait.
The katana
Damn it.
was found.
Kyo!
I forget which one that
Anyone
was.
could have entered my lab.
So Kyo did kill Tango, but he's not blackened?
Kokichi!
So that, oh, Angie. Okay. That one is Angie.
Detective
Kyo!
Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
I've got this!
Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
Okay. I've got this now.
Kyo killed Tango and
Kibo! We don't know for certain that
Kyo killed Angie.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab.
I've got this! But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
The katana was found.
Kyo!
Anyone could have entered my lab.
So Kyo did kill Tango, but
Kokichi! Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
He was planning to use the
Kyo!
Not possible.
That rule was added after both murders.
We solved the mystery.
I've got this! Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
Alright.
This is our answer!
I really can't imagine it being anyone other than Kyo, but we have to be 100% sure before we can vote.
It would be a mistake to vote before we've completely solved Angie's murder.
Yeah.
And there's still the mystery of Tango's murder.
Mystery? What kind of mystery?
Well, Kyo's confession derailed our conversation a bit. But we still have to go over one of the clues found at Tango's crime scene. I believe it might even have something to do with Angie's murder.
Right, the dried blood. Yes, the outlying piece of evidence at Tango's murder scene. Yeah. The dried blood under the floor.
This is it!
We still don't know what that is.
The blood stain found under the floor. Maki and I found it during the investigation. It was beneath the floorboard that the culprit stomped on.
is that Tango's blood?
No, it was dried.
That bloodstain was too far from Tenko's corpse to have been hers.
Also, the bloodstain was already dry when we found it. But the blood from Tenko's body hadn't even begun to dry yet.
Well, that's weird. Why was that bloodstain the only dry one?
The bloodstain under the floorboard was dry because it happened before. It was there before Tenko was killed. No.
I was wrong!
No. Okay, it happened before the seance.
That's it!
Hard to tell when they're so alike.
The bloodstain wasn't from Tenko's murder. It was there before we started the seance.
Before the seance?
That should make it clear whose blood it was. The blood was Angie's.
That's it! That bloodstain wasn't Tenko's. It was Angie's.
Why was blood from Angie at the scene of Tenko's murder?
Yeah, wasn't Angie killed in her research lab?
Just because we found her body there doesn't mean she was killed there.
Yeah.
Ah, I guess that's possible.
If Angie wasn't killed in her lab, then that opens up a lot more possibilities. We assumed that only council members could have killed Angie since her body was in her lab. But if she died somewhere else, then we can't suspect just the council members anymore.
Yep.
So the culprit didn't enter her lab, but waited for her to come out of it?
I'm not sure if the culprit waited for her, but they probably killed her when she came out. Well, I thought that was more likely from the start. So I went to places Angie might have gone and checked all 3 empty rooms.
Places she might have gone? Why did you check the empty rooms then?
The empty rooms were the only places I could think of that Angie would go.
Did Angie have business in rooms?
She was going to conduct the ritual.
It seems Kokichi's up to his usual misleading nonsense again.
Quiet, you.
I do lie a lot, and I could be lying right now too. But I'm pretty sure someone's panicking right now because of my lie.
Kyo. Angie left her lab on her own and headed to the room where she was killed. Is Kokichi's statement true, or... Maybe Kyo will get a little flustered and slip something.
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed.
Okay.
She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there. Except for candles.
That's it! She wanted a candle! To keep herself awake at night.
Wait.
She would drip hot wax on her body.
Fucking Christ, Mew.
That sounds like something only you would do, Mew.
I'm tempted to agree with that. But no, she did want a candle.
The art research...
She did want a candle, so she could burn the Necronomicon.
She left her lab on her own? But why would she go into an empty room?
There shouldn't have been anything in there. Except for candles.
That's it! Wanted a candle.
Yup.
I agree.
Mew's right. Angie wanted to get a candle so she could burn the Necronomicon.
That's it. Angie went to that room to get a candle.
Yeah, for kinky wax play.
No, goddammit.
No. Angie was going to use it for the ritual. According to the Necronomicon, to resurrect the dead.
Need to burn the book.
Then, did she seek out a candle so she could burn the book?
Yeah.
That's right. There's nothing to start a fire with in Angie's lab. So she went to go get a candle from one of the empty rooms.
And that's when the culprit attacked her.
Yeah.
That's why there was dried blood underfloor.
They probably... Yeah.
Which means Angie was attacked in the same room the seance was held. Bravo, Himiko. Well done for choosing that room for the seance.
Kokichi, please.
If If we hadn't done the seance in that room, then Tenko's murder would have been in another room. If that happened, no one would have discovered Angie's bloodstain under the floorboards.
That's right. Shuichi and I only checked under the floorboards where Tenko died.
Yep, it's all thanks to Himiko for choosing the same room as Angie. This must be a Tua's will. Or maybe the power of magic.
It's neither. I just picked one.
Hold on. You're all acting as though you've proven that as fact already. You claim Angie was murdered in the empty room, and then moved to the lab?
And I think I can prove how you were able to stop the... Let me guess. You're gonna bring up, well, it should have been a bigger blood stain, because she was stabbed in the back of her neck. We all saw how much Tenko bled out. But then again, you slapped duct tape on the back of her neck.
Then how do you explain the large amount of blood in the lab?
Fucking knew it!
It may be possible to carry a body, but blood cannot be moved.
Blood can't be moved, I'll give you that, Kyo. But it can be stopped.
I think she was still alive after the attack in the empty room. She was killed after she was carried to her lab.
Oh, because she was hit on the head in the room. But he stabbed her in the lab? Oh, that's probably why there was... Yeah, he probably put the tape on her head, because it wasn't bleeding all that much. That means the culprit attacked her twice. I have evidence of that. Yeah, the Monokuma file. No. No, it's her forehead wound. Okay. It's the forehead injury.
This is it!
I thought it was the Monokuma file.
The fatal wound was a cut to the back of her neck from a katana.
Yeah.
But she also showed signs of blunt force trauma, and I think I know why. After Angie was knocked unconscious in the empty room, she was killed in her lab.
I see. So that puddle of blood is from the killing blow.
Yep.
Ha! It's all clear now. Angie was attacked in the empty room, carried to her lab, and it was there that the culprit finished her off.
All clear. This is all clear. What are you all talking about? All clear? What is all clear?
Oh, Kyo. Oh, you fucking killer.
What are you? All clear?
Oh, fuck. He's gonna lose it.
What are you all... You what? What are... I will not fear.
What
I will
the
not
fuck?
bow down.
What in the fuck?
Sweet Korekio, calm yourself.
Kyo? Are you a chick?
Their words are all hollow. There is no meaning to any of them.
Excuse me! Excuse me. Because I can see the outline now of the chest. Are you a fucking woman? What?
You must teach these ignorant children a lesson.
Oh my god! Kyo was a woman! Holy shit!
Yes, you're right. Okay, I'll teach them.
What in the fuck is this?
What the hell are you mumbling about? You're giving me the goddamn willies!
Does he have like split personalities?
Not yet. Nothing is clear at all. It's full of doubts, of mysteries, of a dense, impenetrable fog!
Fucking Christ.
Nothing is clear at all!
see what we got. Holy shit, though. It's probably the duct tape.
Angie was attacked in the empty room first, and then carried into the research lab? Impossible! Impossible! That's nothing but a delusion! You intend to poison our minds with your delusions?
It's no delusion. Angie's 2 external wounds tell the story. After she was struck in the empty room, she was carried to the art research lab and then killed.
You say the culprit carried Angie's body? And not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no bloodstains.
Oh, no, that's right. No.
I was wrong!
Okay, I was a little early on that one. Should have waited.
The culprit carried Angie's body? And not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no bloodstains. Even if you wipe them down later, there'd still be traces of evidence left behind. But there was no evidence anywhere, was there, Shuichi?
Gotcha, you little
Your
bitch!
words.
Oh, there was evidence, you bastard.
There was evidence left at the scene. The bloody tape under Angie's body.
What?
Didn't think we'd find that, Kyo.
It was wrapped around her head to stop the bleeding while she was being carried.
Bloody tape? Gonta didn't notice at all.
Yeah, Maki's the one who found it.
It was under the body. It's most likely evidence the culprit should have gotten rid of. But since it was hidden, the culprit didn't notice and failed to dispose of it.
It must have fallen as the fatal blow was dealt, and ended up under her body.
It must have been Atua who did that for us.
What? Atua? How long are you going to keep that up?
Did you did these killings just because of that?
Now we know most of the mystery behind Angie's murder.
Yep.
I'm convinced there's only one person who could have killed Angie.
Yeah, there is. And that's you, you fucking creepy bastard.
It has to be you.
Kyo's the killer of both women.
It's you, Kyo. You killed Angie.
What the fuck? So it's true.
Well, that was obvious. Such a boring, obvious answer.
Kokichi, please.
You killed both of them. Why did you kill them?
In terms of pure logic, only one victim was necessary to win.
Yeah, why kill 2?
Why? Why you killed them both?
I think one of the murders was an accident.
An accident?
That's right. It wasn't part of the plan.
Yeah.
Huh? Which one?
I don't think Tanko's murder. The murder that was an accident. Oh. Or was it Angie's? Because if she hadn't waken up, then Kyo wouldn't have killed her.
Angie's murder was an accident.
What? Tanko wasn't accident?
That's right. Kyo originally planned to kill someone with a seesaw trick.
Yeah.
But while he was making preparations in the empty room, Angie walked in. So he decided to kill her in order to keep her from talking.
So Angie was killed because she was in the wrong place at the right,
Happened to walk in
or
on
the wrong
culprit
time.
setting up, and was killed.
Then he should have just stopped there. Once he killed Angie, there was no reason for him to kill Tanko.
You only needed to kill one for this game. Killing 2 is pointless. If you get bonus points for killing more, then sure. Otherwise, it leaves more clues behind.
Why, Kyo? Why you killed 2 of our friends?
What on earth are you talking about? No, I'm not the culprit.
Man, I can't believe Todd Habercorn voiced 2 killers.
So, why is everyone looking at me like I am? Why? Why are they? Why is it? Calm yourself, Korekio.
Okay, what the fuck is this?
Yes. You mustn't raise your voice. You mustn't stutter. You mustn't lose composure. You mustn't become flustered. You mustn't waver. Look at their horrid faces. This sorry lot is not worth agonizing over. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
There he goes again. What the hell's wrong with him?
It almost seems like he's talking with someone.
Someone? He's just talking to himself. And why the hell is he wearing lipstick?
No matter how loudly you protest, this is a trivial matter. I will never acknowledge your allegations. Not a single one of them. For you see, there is no evidence that I killed Angie. No, I will not acknowledge it. I will only acknowledge facts, true events. I won't acknowledge fiction, mystery. I won't acknowledge your deductions or guesses. Well said. Good job, Correcchio. Yes, thanks.
Creeps me the fuck out!
No evidence. There's no evidence that he killed Angie?
You're wrong. There is evidence.
What? You do realize bluffs like that won't work, yes?
The weapon that was used to knock Angie unconscious in the empty room. That weapon tells us the whole story, Kyo.
That's not possible. I think you may have misunderstood. Apologize. Come on, apologize. 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 Come on. Apologize. 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 Apologize.
Seriously, what the hell's happening?
I have no idea what's happening with Kyo. But I know what weapon he used on Angie. I have to prove it to him. Yeah, he used the plank of wood. Argument, alright.
I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. Yes, I'm not the culprit. So I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic? That's merely a delusion. Well said, Correcchio. To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic? That's merely a delusion. I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a...
Alright.
You have no proof that
Removed
Correcchio is the killer.
floorboard.
It ends here! Kyo hit Angie with the same floorboard used in the seesaw trick.
I see. And how do you know the floorboard was the murder weapon?
There was a small patch of dried blood on the underside of the floorboard.
Yep.
Angie's blood? Blood that spattered there when the culprit struck Angie with the board. But that's not the only evidence that she was hit with that floorboard.
Yeah, the dried blood
There's
underneath.
also the blood stain under the floor to consider. For that to be there, the floorboard must not have been in place at the time of the attack.
Yep.
Good point. Had the floorboard been in place, her blood wouldn't have splattered beneath it.
Kyo's earlier confession is further evidence that the floorboard was used.
You done fucked yourself, kid.
How?
If the weapon used to hit Angie is the floorboard from the seesaw trick,
It means the culprit knew about the seesaw, so the same person killed Tenko and Angie.
Yup. Man, I liked you a lot, Kyo.
I believe that while Kyo was setting up the seesaw, he was holding the board when Angie walked in.
and he cold-cocked her with the floorboard.
Yep.
All you can do now is accept it. You even confessed to Tenko's murder already.
What's true? This is the truth.
Himiko?
Looks like we're almost at the end. All right, Shuichi, I'll leave the finale to you. Bring down the house.
Shuichi, please, put an end to this.
Don't worry, Himiko. I will.
For Angie and Tenko's sake. End this class trial.
I understand. I'll go over everything one more time. Kyo, I want you to confess. No, I will force you to confess.
You're going down, Kyo. You done, son. Or, whatever the hell you are. Alright, who is the culprit within the empty room? What do we have? Hit the sliding lock. Stuck duct tape. Have made assault. Sickle place to kill. Remove floorboard. What weapon knocked Angie unconscious? The floorboard. Was compressing the injury on her head. That was the duct tape. What weapon killed Angie? Gold leaf katana. Whose effigy stabbed into the katana? We don't have that one yet. Handle the spinning katana. Hit the sliding lock. Angie's body was found. Who unlocked the door? That was Kokichi, but we don't have that. What object did Tenko rest her forehead on? Small stone Himiko brought. What weapon did the culprit set up on the iron cage? That was the sickle. Who says Kokichi was responsible for... We don't have that one. How was the culprit able to move around the darkness? The path made with salt. Now all these get unlocked. Let's unlock these. Okay. So first the killer cut the crosspiece under the floor. Stabbed Kaede's effigy. So Kokichi picked the lock. Kokichi and Shuichi. And the culprit approached the cage. They stomped hard on the floorboard. And the magic circle got erased from the footsteps. Alright!
This is the truth of the case! Let's look back at the first murder. It was late last night. The culprit was in the empty room on the 4th floor. The culprit was preparing the seance murder they had planned. To use the floorboard as a seesaw, they had to cut the crosspiece supporting it. The plan was to make the same preparations for all 3 empty rooms. This would divert suspicion away from the culprit and whoever picked a room. To cut the crosspieces, they needed a saw. I imagine they got one from the warehouse. They were planning to cut the cross pieces in all 3 rooms. However, when the culprit was working on the middle room, the unexpected happened. Angie walked into that room and saw the culprit making their preparations. She needed some fire for the ritual and had gone to the room for a candle. At that point, the culprit had not finished the setup and was just cutting cross pieces. Angie might not have concluded that it was tied to some kind of murder plan. But now that Angie had seen it, the culprit couldn't use the seesaw trick. Any other person might have just given up, but not our culprit. The culprit took the floorboard they loosened and struck the unsuspecting Angie in the head. The culprit did not want to give up on their plan and had to improvise. They wrapped duct tape around Angie's injury to stop the bleeding. Then they picked up her unconscious body and carried her to a research lab. While she was unconscious, the culprit hurried to tie up this loose end. But because they were in a hurry, they made a crucial oversight. They didn't notice the duct tape had peeled off and was under Angie's body. Without that evidence, we may never have figured out the culprit's trick. Carrying the supplies they needed, the culprit returned to the ultimate art lab. Locked the front door from inside. And took out the katana they brought from their own lab. They then stabbed Angie in the back of the neck, finally killing her. Then, to further confuse us, the culprit attempted to make a locked room mystery. First, they used rope from the warehouse and hung 4 effigies upside down. There were 2 reasons for this: to overwhelm the room with an occult atmosphere, and the other was the key to locking the room. The culprit stuck the katana into Kaede's effigy near the rear entrance. And spun the effigy around to twist up the rope. After enough turns, the culprit let go and headed for the rear door. Once released, the effigy began spinning, and the gold leaf katana with it. The handle of the katana then hit the sliding lock, locking the door. A difficult trick, but remember that the lock was so loose it moved at the slightest touch. The culprit also would have had the opportunity to attempt it many times. Once complete, the door was locked, but the duct tape was left behind. Perhaps the culprit noticed it, but by that point, it was too late. The room was sealed. There was no way for them to get back inside. Then, this morning, we opened up the room and discovered Angie's body. But the culprit wasn't finished. They wanted one more murder. To do that, they manipulated us into performing this seance. Of the 3 empty rooms, the middle one was chosen for the seance. I was invited by Kokichi to take Kibo's place in the seance. Tenko volunteered to be the medium, but she never imagined it would get her killed. To perform the seance, the culprit claimed they needed something for Tenko. A small stone that Himiko had brought from the courtyard. Tenko, at the culprit's request, bowed her head until it was touching the stone. That position was instrumental in making sure the murder went as planned. Next, Kokichi and I placed the iron cage over Tenko in the middle of the magic circle. The culprit then volunteered to drape the white cloth over the iron cage. We didn't realize it at the time, but that was a deliberate decision by the culprit. They needed to set up the murder weapon that was used to kill Tenko. While they were covering the cage with a cloth, they secretly placed the sickle. Finally, 4 of us placed the wooden statue on top of the cage. The culprit used the weight of the statue to keep the murder weapon in place. After the preparations were complete, we began the seance. In complete darkness, we each stood in one corner and sang the Caged Child song. When the song finished, the soul of the dead was supposed to enter the medium. But our culprit had another plan, to commit a murder in the darkness. Right after we started singing, the culprit began making their way toward Tenko. It would have been quite difficult to do in total darkness, but our culprit had a guide. They used the lines of the magic circle drawn with salt. The culprit felt for the salt and used it to guide them along. And when the culprit reached the center of the circle, they found the floorboard that had its crosspiece cut off the night before. Then lifted up their foot and stomped down hard on the floorboard. The floorboard lifted up like a seesaw and pushed Tenko's body up toward the ceiling of the cage. Tenko was stabbed in the back of the neck by the sickle on the top of the cage. She was killed right before our eyes, and we didn't even see it. After committing the crime, the culprit followed the salt back to their corner. Finished the ritual and had us light the candles. We followed the culprit's directions and removed the equipment used for the seance. And discovered Tenko's body. While we were all focused on the body, the culprit picked up the sickle and dropped it under the floor through the hole in the corner of the room. Ironically, the final step of the murder was unwittingly carried out by us. The culprit had planned the murder so that we would unintentionally destroy some evidence. That evidence was the magic circle that the culprit used to navigate in the dark. However, the culprit didn't know that Kibo had taken a picture. He really saved us. Without that, we wouldn't know what changes were made to the circle. But now we know for certain, and we know the culprit drew the magic circle. Korekio Shinguchi, the ultimate anthropologist. You're the culprit behind these murders.
Oh, Kyo. Why though? What was your motive?
That's where my detective work leads us. It all fits.
Indeed it does, Shuichi. Indeed it does. Kyo.
Sweet Korekio. There are times when it's necessary to admit defeat. Admit? Yeah. Okay.
So you finally admit you did it.
Unfortunately. Yes. Yes. It's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. My one regret, my only regret, was not being able to make 100 friends.
100 friends?
What?
It was my dream to make 100 friends. Oh, it's so unfortunate! I was so close to 100! What are you talking about? I do not understand a word of this.
I think we're all equally lost here, Kibo.
Who gives a fuck? Let's vote for this kooky bastard and be done with this already!
Seriously, I agree, Mew.
Roger that! One voting time! Coming up!
The heart racing excitement as
The heart racing excitement!
As the blackened and the spotless finally face off.
It's voting time!
Oh, Monodam. Alright. Well, we know who the blackened is. Kyo.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result. Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Oh man, I can't believe fucking Kyo did this. Like, really? As I was saying, I actually kind of liked Kyo too. I thought he was cool. But, yeah. This happened. I thought maybe a character voiced by Todd Habercorn would be able to live. But now... Oh, I got a B on the... What is this debate that I got a B on? Still got an A, though. What debate was this? Non-stop debate. I don't know what the... Oh, I got a B on this, too. I got B's on 2 debates. That's fine. I still did pretty good.
Wow, seriously? You're correct again! Amazing! This is the 3rd correct verdict in a row!
Alright!
If you manage to get 12 correct verdicts in a row, you'll proceed to the bonus round! How's this gonna last that long?
For now.
It's finally over.
No.
No, not yet. I haven't heard his answer yet. Kyo, why? Why did you kill Angie and Tenko?
Right!
Yeah, he no need to kill them both, no matter what motive he have.
Oh?
Motive.
Did your motive have something to do with the transfer student who was resurrected? Even if it did, though, how did that trigger a murder?
Hey!
Don't tell me. Were you actually scared of the resurrection ritual, Kaito?
Shut up!
I never said I was scared. The resurrection ritual has nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. Because we're friends, I'll tell you. I never once believed in the ritual. I would never kill someone over such a silly thing as that.
What?
So, it has nothing to do with the motive?
Nah?
Then, why?
Yes.
For the one that I love.
There is someone that I love.
Huh? From the bottom of my heart. Someone so dear. Someone I long for.
I love her with all my heart, and she loves me with all her heart. Yes, we vowed an endless love to each other, forever bound by fate.
What, is it like a split personality you have?
None can come between us. We are bound by an intense love, no matter what anyone says.
Bragging about your perfect love life? Fuck you! Some of us aren't that lucky.
So to see this lover of yours, you had to escape.
Don't tell me.
That's why you killed Angie and Tenko? But why did you need to kill both?
If you asked if I did it to escape this place, my answer would be no.
Wonderful.
Because I had no need to escape this place. The one I love is inside. Inside?
Don't look at me. I'm not his lover.
Yeah.
Calm down. No one would ever want a disgusting shit-stuffed bitch like you anyway. Fucking God! What the what?
Hey!
Kyo, who is it? Who's this person you love?
Hey,
Is it really one of us? When I say inside, I do not mean inside this academy.
You see,
I mean, inside me.
Sister.
Yes, the one I love lives inside me. My dearest sister. Sister?
Don't look at me. I'm not his sister. No one was looking at you.
Right?
Well, duh. If you were his sister, he would have killed himself already.
wait.
Your sister? But didn't you say she was your lover?
whatever is the matter?
It's not that difficult. My sister is my lover. Are you your sister?
I loved her so deeply, and she loved me so
No
deeply.
physical connection. I love how they have to asterisk that. No physical connection.
The fact that we were siblings meant nothing to us. They called it forbidden love, but none could stop the love we shared. Oh, how I long for my sister's warmth. The only time I felt at peace was when I was enveloped in my sister's warmth.
Okay, dude.
For my beloved sister.
That is why, for my beloved sister, I had to...
Always messing around.
You had to escape from here, right?
No.
No. I had to kill for her.
Huh?
What?
Sister.
Sister was very sickly. She was always in and out of the hospital ever since she was a child. Because of that, she didn't have many friends. She always seemed so lonely.
However,
Even if I could be her little brother and her lover, I couldn't be her friend. So I thought that I'd find her some friends. Friends for my dear deceased sister. Are you saying that you've almost killed 100 people, Kyo?
huh?
Deceased?
Do you understand?
My sister is now a ghost. So her friends should be ghosts too. Right.
For my beloved sister.
For my sister's sake, I've killed many. To send her 100 friends. They were all wonderful people, worthy of being sister's friends.
Huh?
What?
Incomprehensible.
This is too impossible to understand. Too impossible.
Sister.
Sister's very happy.
Yes.
Yes, Korekio. I am very happy. Thanks to you, I am not lonely.
What?
Could it be that lipstick version of Kyo is...
I am Korekio's older sister.
Thank you for looking after my little brother.
What?
What the hell? I agree, what the hell?
Yes.
After I lost my beloved sister, I was so distraught I nearly went mad. But sister came to save me.
I am pleased.
She visited me during one of my seances and stayed inside of me.
Sister.
Now I can see her whenever I want. I'm never lonely.
Korekio.
That's wonderful, Korekio. Your love made the impossible possible.
Are you serious?
Are you? Serious? Is this really a spirit?
I told you.
He's just delusional. What a sad girl who can't even believe in the power of love.
Ew.
Either way, he's totally out of his mind. I mean, he killed for a dead chick.
Well, you know.
You said you killed a lot already, right? So it wasn't just you two you killed here? It wasn't just the two you killed here?
What was that?
What? Seems like he was already crazy before he got here.
Yeah, I gathered that too.
Because?
You didn't kill to escape from here. That wasn't your purpose from the get-go. You just wanted to slaughter a bunch, huh?
Unacceptable.
Do not make me out to be some bloodthirsty, indiscriminate killer.
I only kill girls who I think are worthy of being sisters' friends.
Huh?
Only girls?
So he's a serial killer.
I see. So we were deciding on who should be the medium.
He's like the opposite of Genocide Jack.
Before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. It would work best with a girl. You said it would work best with a girl. I spent my time evaluating all the girls here.
Wonderful.
And besides Maki and Mew, they were all worthy. All worthy of being sisters' friends. All worthy?
Why you?
And how come I'm not included? I mean, not like I care.
Then
The second victim could have been me. Tenko died in place of me. Then I'll do it. I can't think of anyone's but me that Angie's spirit should go in. No, I'll do it.
Excellent.
Himiko would have been great, but Tenko volunteering made me so happy. Her noble, earnest heart made her a perfect friend for sister.
Wonderful.
She even infiltrated the student council to protect Himiko. Huh? Infiltrate? Really?
But
How did you... It was obvious to me. I have studied many people. Yes,
Can this
she
be?
stood up against the darkness of this school all by herself. All for her beloved friend.
Beautiful.
I was so touched by that. Wonderful. She was a perfect friend for sister. I can understand why you didn't like her, Himiko. Though, I was planning on having you become sister's friend too. Eventually.
No way!
What? You do all that for... Wow, you did all that just to kill. For you to go that far. That's pretty impressive. You were interested in the caged child, just so you could use it to kill someone, right?
Let's see.
It interested me as an anthropologist, of course. But more than that...
For my beloved
I
sister.
wanted to kill for sister. I cannot deny that overpowering feeling. Kaito,
are you okay?
are you okay? You look kinda pale. Don't worry about it. Let's focus on Kyo right now. Allow me to explain, though. I do not plan to kill both of them. I knew I would have plenty of chances after escaping this place.
However,
But Angie walked in on me preparing and I ended up killing her a different way. So I figured I may as well kill someone else too. After all, it would be a shame to just waste the seance trick I prepared.
What is that?
You're talking like you killed her just because you could.
That's exactly what he did. No, not just because I could. I was sending another friend, a sister.
Correcchio.
You're such a thoughtful little brother.
But it was bad to get greedy.
Oh dear.
You're right. Because of that, now I can't send 100 friends to sister.
Do you understand now? Those were the circumstances of Correcchio's crime.
I do not understand. This is all too impossible for me to understand.
Why?
That right. Killing 2 friends for your dead sister?
But how?
That wrong. That's so wrong. Oh, don't get so worked up. There's something I learned after sister's death.
Do not worry.
Death only changes a person's form. The soul lives on as a ghost.
That's right.
That's right. Even though I'm a ghost now, I am always by Correcchio's side.
Sister.
Thank you, sister. I love you. Cut it out already.
What was
I
that?
don't understand anything you're saying. Nothing's making sense. It's not fair. Why did Angie and Tango have to die for something so unfair?
Well...
Because death is unfair.
And another
All
thing.
deaths are unfair deaths. Why do you think news stations get such high ratings when they're reporting about death? Because everyone likes unfair deaths.
Maybe.
Well, if you look at it like that, this whole killing game embodies that philosophy, right? Gifted high school students forced to play a killing game. Man, if people were watching this, they would get a kick out of it.
If people were watching this.
Shut up!
Knock off the bullshit. Only sick fucks would enjoy watching this.
You got me.
Hell yeah. If I wasn't in this killing game, I would have so much fun watching.
So then,
The nature of this killing game is yet shrouded in mystery. But my role in it is over. I have finished my explanation to you, friends.
Sister.
I think I shall go and see her now. My beloved sister.
sister.
I was unable to send her 100 friends. But at least I can see her again now.
Correcchio.
It's alright, sweet Correcchio. Come to me.
Oh.
Looks like you're already prepared. Now then, let's get started.
It's punishment time!
Huh?
Punishment time.
Sister.
My beloved sister. At long last, I'll finally get to see you again.
That's right.
Yes. From now on, no one will try to stop us. We can be together without having to hide our love from others.
What?
Wait, I can't accept this.
Therefore,
Like I said, there's no such thing as a death that can be accepted.
from an anthropological
Why do you think so many different cultures have funeral rites? Why do you think rumors of ways to resurrect the dead never cease?
Yes.
The living must find a reason, however forced, to accept death when it happens. How you come to terms with death also determines how you live. Yes.
What was that?
What?
That was the answer I reached. How about you? How will you live a life that faces death?
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
I shall observe.
I will watch over you all as a ghost. As your friend, I will watch over you.
That's right.
It won't just be me and Correcchio. All those who died will be watching.
I'll be watching to see how you face the deaths of your friends.
Humanity is
I'll be watching forever and ever.
It's punishment time!
Man, Kyo ended up being one sick fuck. Like shit. Oh god, what are they gonna do to him? Cultural melting? Oh god. being cooked alive!
Oh no, damn. What? No! Monodam, why? What the? To think, my cute child would commit suicide! Ah, it's so cute! It's so freaking cute that he would kill himself because he couldn't get along! No, the mono kid I liked! Monodam committed suicide. Had I known this would happen, I would have been nicer to him. The only reason Monodam obsessed over getting along was because everyone but me bullied him.
That's right!
Yes, the other mono cubs drove him to suicide, but not me. Hey, who's Monodam?
Eh?
Huh? You already forgot. That's kinda scary.
Well now.
Well, looks like another class trial is wrapped up without incident, so... I'm gonna take back this here Necronomicon. Seems like a waste, though. You guys sure you don't want to use it? You guys should have brought someone back to life and added them to your roster.
Shut up! How long are you gonna keep talking about that?
I told you.
Ignore him. The whole resurrection ritual is obviously a lie. He is trying to shake us mentally to get us to panic.
What's the point?
I'm assuming you'll think another murder will happen if you do, right?
Who can say? What a waste. If none of you were gonna use it, you should have let me have it. Then I could have resurrected one of my dead siblings. Which one? Well, I don't know. They're all pretty terrible, actually. Wait, did one of us die? I could have sworn it's been just the two of us this whole time.
Oh yeah.
It's too bad you missed your chance to raise the dead. That's what you get for doubting me. Too bad.
So long. Farewell.
Even now, he still talks about raising the dead. Man, this is stupid. What people believe in is up to them, but... living people shouldn't have to suffer because of the dead.
Of course!
The living are more precious than the dead, no matter what. That's not something a coward like you should say. Shut up. Leave me alone.
But there's only one thing this case taught me. I thought there was a god watching over us, but... there isn't after all. Not in this academy.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
Well, that's why we have to work together, right? Face it together. Our ultimate talents are the best weapons we have.
Going to do his
Then
best.
going to do his best to protect to keep everyone safe. Going to want to protect everyone.
But your talent is entomology.
I don't want Shuichi to use his ultimate talent anymore. I'm getting sick of class trials.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, your talent as an assassin is way more trouble. When are you gonna use that, huh?
Okay.
I'll work hard. Until everyone trusts my ultimate talent. Huh?
That's right.
It may not be possible now, but I'll put in the effort so everyone can trust me. I won't run away anymore. I want to survive and escape this place with everyone. Maki.
I see.
I wonder how long that'll last. What if your true calling is a killer shows? Don't underestimate her. Maki Roll's one of my sidekicks.
Got a minute?
I don't remember being your sidekick. Also, didn't I tell you to stop calling me Maki Roll? Oh, you guys are so close now. This must be the powerful bond of friendship. but I would have preferred it to happen sooner, especially not after losing 7 people. You right. Only 9 people left now.
Well, what do you know? The dumbass can do basic math. That's right, 7 pieces of shit have been flushed away and only 9 remain.
Actually...
By calculation, doesn't that make you one of the pieces?
But...
Just 9 of us.
well, you know...
Humans are like weeds, too numerous to count. 7 of us dead doesn't mean much in the end.
Shit.
That's totally what the heartless robot is thinking, right? Right?
How rude!
No, I am not thinking that. Your blatant robophobia is simply inexcusable.
But you know,
But hey, none of us gave up, right? I know we're all gonna escape. I'm not gonna rely on a god, spirits, or the dead.
I believe in you.
Just you guys. I believe in all of you.
Okay.
Kaito,
Well, of course.
you're right. Those of us who remain can start over.
Hey,
Hold up, Keyboy needs to apologize to everyone for the whole student council thing. And there's only one kind of apology that I'm willing to accept.
how exciting!
Yank your head off and smash it onto the ground with all your strength. Got that?
No way!
I have never heard of such an intense form of apology.
Seems like everything is settled for now. Even though we're missing her.
You alright?
Himiko, you okay? Anything Gonta can do to help, you can tell Gonta.
Hey,
I think we should let her have some space for now. That might be best for her.
okay.
I remember how I felt. Oh. Gonta understand.
You're so dumb.
God, Himiko is such a liar.
Huh?
Because I'm a liar.
Personally, I don't think lies are exactly a bad thing. Let's face it, you wouldn't have any free will if the world was comprised with just the truth.
But
even then, I don't think it's good to lie to yourself, you know.
Right?
What are you saying? Think about Himiko's feelings a little bit.
nuh-uh.
I only said this because I thought about it.
Because...
Himiko has been lying to herself about her own feelings, so she's been holding back.
Hey!
Hey, what are you repressing? What are you trying so hard to hold back?
What? Hold back. Himiko?
Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So, if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too. And venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up. Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. Just want to give her a hug. Poor girl. Tango, Angie, I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely without you too. But I gotta survive. I still can't go to where you are. But I'm lonely. I'm so lonely without the both of you.
Himiko.
Damn it.
Damn it. Himiko cried for a long time. She cried as if she was releasing all the emotions she had bottled up inside. Before we knew it, as if lured by her doing so, we began crying. The tears we shed, I can't even describe it. We were crying about what we had been through, what was to come. Sadness, hatred, frustration, discord, anger, love. Tears filled with emotion. But at the very least, they weren't tears of submission. They were tears to push us forward. Fuck. After a while, Himiko finally calmed down. However... Aww.
Is
she hard to carry, Gonta?
Oh, I gotta make this the thumbnail. Oh, it's so cute. I'm torn. What do I make the thumbnail? Do I make it this, or do I make it the crying? Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's so precious. Oh.
No, she fine.
She's sleeping very peacefully.
She's all tuckered out after crying. Robots sleep well after leaking their oils too, right?
I have told you many times that I do not use oil as my fuel source.
But wow, that really surprised me. She passed out as soon as she stopped crying.
After everything she's been through today, Kokichi, I don't think it's all that surprising.
Yeah, but she looks so peaceful sleeping like that.
Yeah.
She probably felt better after letting it all out, don't you think?
Yeah, I hope so.
Then Gonta carry Himiko to her room.
Make sure you focus real good on your back, you hear me? You'll need that focus if you want to feel her little mosquito bites poking ya!
Mew, seriously?
There's no way he'd do such a thing. Gonta is a gentleman after all.
Exactly. Aww. While we were heading back to the dorms, I suddenly noticed Kaito had stopped in his tracks. What's up, Kaito? Kaito, what's wrong? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to get some night air. Don't worry about me. Go on ahead.
Huh?
You sure?
Well...
Anyway, don't do something like this again, okay? If you dislike scary things, then you should have said so earlier. I thought you were sick. You worried about me? Yeah, worried about your stupidity. Still haven't warmed up to me, huh?
But...
Maybe not. But I feel like the walls we had up are coming down a little, you know? Perhaps those walls were her enemies. Seems like she doesn't want to wait anymore.
Got it.
Yeah, 'cause of me. Yeah, maybe. But you sound like you're bragging, Kaito. Well, like I said, I'm gonna get some air before I go back. You can go on ahead.
Okay.
Sure, got it. See you tomorrow.
Got it.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. After our goodbyes, I returned to my dorm room. I didn't notice what was going on with Kaito. Kaito. What?
Damn it.
Is Kaito dying?
I don't have time to be dying. I still haven't gone into space yet.
No! You're not killing my bro! You're not killing Space Bro! You can't!
Damn it. No way am I gonna die here. No way.
I'm gonna need some time to process this shit. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.